of loud Austin Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are... Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oregon's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a...
Turning it on! Out across the 45, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a little space. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the Ducks will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So Fresno State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's dragged down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And they can't make the connection on third down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Complete on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. It'll be third and long. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag is falling in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The Hutton and the sack all the way back at the 5.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to the ground game on the left. There he goes. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Fresno State will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 35. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The give to the back. Turning it on. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle, and he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Ducks! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Pitts. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He uncorks one deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On first down, here comes this offense. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Gets the back moving. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Wade. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
Nah, I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. SMU is currently trailing But if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let us find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Fresno State will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wade. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now on second down. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Looking for just one more yard. It's touchdown Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Fresno State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're dealing with a second and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Second down coming up.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Spins away from the defender. Fighting off the defender. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Fresno State, 0.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Hauls it in. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Swings it out to the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Fresno State will have to punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, the ground game. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd down coming up.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
3rd down coming.
Gives it on the option. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rides the back on the option, the give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Snags it quickly on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.